The island of Puerto Rico is located in the northeast corner of the Caribbean and is the smallest of the Greater Antilles, approximately 35 miles wide and 100 miles long, with a population of over 3.7 million and 1.4 million households. Puerto Rico has been part of the United States since 1898. Puerto Rico was first discovered by Christopher Columbus during the second voyage to the New World in October 19, 1493. From its discovery until the end of the Spanish-American War in 1898, Puerto Rico was a Spanish colony. After the Spanish-American War, Puerto Rico became a U.S. territory in 1917 when the U.S. Congress granted Puerto Ricans U.S. citizenship. In 1952, the island became the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico according to the tenets of both the U.S. and the Commonwealth constitutions. Today, Puerto Rico functions much like any other state in the Union, except that it has fiscal autonomy and its residents don't pay federal income taxes. As U.S. citizens, Puerto Ricans serve in the U.S. Armed Forces, where they have distinguished themselves. Together with the U.S. and Canada, Puerto Rico enjoys one of the most stable governments in the Americas. The United States and Puerto Rico share a common defense, market, currency, and citizenship. Since it is part of the U.S., no passport is required for travel to Puerto Rico by U.S. citizens. The U.S. dollar is the local currency. Your U.S. driver's license is valid here, and both Spanish and English are official languages of the government. The Commonwealth of Puerto Rico exercises virtually the same control over its internal affairs as do each state of the United States, and federal laws apply in the island as in any other state in the Union. The judicial branch in Puerto Rico also operates much as any other state in the Union, with local courts having jurisdiction over local matters and federal courts over federal matters. The island offers excellent airlift from the U.S., as well as worldwide. Puerto Rico is only 2.5 hours flying time from Miami, approximately 4 hours from New York, Chicago, Boston, Dallas, and Atlanta, 7.5 hours from Los Angeles, and 8 hours from Madrid and London. Puerto Rico's economy is the most diverse and solid in the Caribbean region. Services, manufacturing, and construction surpassed in the 1950s agriculture as the primary focus of economic activity and income. Major service sectors include financial services, with banking, investment banking, and insurance well represented, and professional services with health, legal, advertising, accounting, engineering, research, and consulting leading the way. Of the Fortune 100 companies, 55 have operations in the island, and among the Fortune 500, the number increases to 178. The island's state-of-the-art telecommunications system allows instant access to the U.S. mainland and to international markets via the latest high-speed technologies. Puerto Rico is linked to the United States, Europe, South America, Asia, and the Caribbean by high-capacity undersea digital fiber optic cables and an extensive satellite network. As a developed economy, Puerto Rico offers a modern, sophisticated, efficient, and developed infrastructure, including transportation, utilities, telecommunications, and financial systems. The Port of San Juan is one of the largest commercial marine ports in the Western Hemisphere and ranks second only to Miami as the cruise ship capital of the world, with over 2 million passengers every year. San Juan's Luis Muñoz Marin International Airport handles close to 9 million passengers a year. The airport serves as the Caribbean hub for American Eagle and Cape Air. The airport serves too as a focus city for JetBlue Airways, today the largest carrier in Puerto Rico and still growing with increasing intra-Caribbean flights and new mainland and international destinations being added daily. Other principal airlines serving San Juan include American Airlines, Delta, U.S. Airways, Continental, United, Spirit, AirTran, Iberia, Condor, and Copa Airlines, among others. San Juan receives over 60 non-stop flights a day from the U.S. mainland alone, and many more from international destinations, providing routes that link it directly with many major gateway cities in the U.S., Canada, Europe, Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. Besides San Juan, Puerto Rico has 3 other international class airports in Ponce, Arecibo, and Aguadilla. A fourth exists in Ceiba, on the eastern coast, and will be formally open to commercial flights when the former Roosevelt Roads Naval Base facilities are redeveloped. Approximately 74% of all Puerto Ricans own their own home, a higher proportion than for the U.S. mainland and one of the highest in the world. Here are some other important key facts about Puerto Rico. The island offers a well-educated, bilingual, highly skilled, productive workforce that is loyal and capable of maintaining high-quality standards. In terms of size, Puerto Rico ranks between the 22nd and 26th largest market in the U.S. That would make it equivalent to a market such as Cleveland or Baltimore. Approximately 71% of the island's population resides in large urban metropolitan areas, almost all of which are in the coastal plains. San Juan is the largest metropolitan area with approximately half of the island's population in the greater metropolitan area. San Juan is also the capital of Puerto Rico and the island's 78 municipalities. Puerto Rico offers a very low-risk environment for investors, given that it is part of the U.S., which provides political stability and no exchange fluctuations. Labor costs are significantly lower in Puerto Rico than in the U.S. mainland. Puerto Rico is really a retail merchant's heaven. Annual retail sales exceed $16.5 billion in 2003 and are projected to hit $25 billion in 2011. The JCPenney's, Sears, and Macy's operations in Puerto Rico are among the best in each companies worldwide, and the island's JCPenney flagship store is in fact the company's best-selling location per square foot anywhere in the world. Puerto Rico's population consumes more per capita than the U.S. population. Consumers drive the economy. Consumption outperforms growth of the gross national product. The island offers many attractions both for visitors and residents. There are over 20 championship golf courses in the island, most designed by world-known architects and designers. Hundreds of beaches surround Puerto Rico and its Spanish Virgin Islands, the islands of Vieques and Culebra. Various attractions include various bioluminescent bays, the rainforest, the Camuy Caves and underground rivers, extraordinary deep-sea fishing and scuba diving sites, the Arecibo Radio Telescope, the largest in the world, World Championship surfing sites, the Galapagos-like island of Mona, the Puerto Rican parrot, one of the 10 rarest birds in the world, Old San Juan, the oldest living city under the U.S. flag, Portacelli in Cabo Rojo, the oldest church in the Americas, El Morro Fortress, Taino Indian ceremonial parks, centuries-old coffee haciendas, and the majestic Bacardi rum plant, one of the largest in the world among others. Puerto Rico also has great gastronomy, entertainment, and nightlife. Top chefs have restaurants in the island with names such as Jean Georges, Jose Andres, and Alain Ducasse, among others. Nightlife is active and varied. Major international stars and events play at the Performing Arts Center and the Puerto Rico Coliseum, including the annual Casals Festival. Performers and shows such as Paul McCartney, Cirque du Soleil, Celine Dion, Andrea Bocelli, the Rolling Stones, and our own Ricky Martin have headlined recently. Sports are another major attraction, with Major League Baseball, the NBA, NCAA basketball tournaments, the National Hockey League, arena football, professional tennis, and the PGA, among others, staging events regularly in the island. Casinos and nightclubs provide other exciting alternatives. So while it's easy to travel to and from Puerto Rico, the island has plenty to keep you entertained year-round. Some of the major hotel chains with operations in Puerto Rico include the Ritz-Carlton, St. Regis, Intercontinental, Hilton, Hyatt, Marriott, Sheraton, Conrad, Radisson, Hampton Inn, Embassy Suites, and Holiday Inn, among others. And Puerto Rico offers luxury living options to match its world-class environment. You can choose from modern, high-rise and mid-rise developments in the city to those in charming, secluded spots out in the island. There are also exclusive luxury resort residential developments with all the amenities, services, sports, and facilities you would expect of five-star properties. For those who prefer the intimacy of unique homes and estates, these are also available, from palatial estates to elegant homes with all the facilities and modern technology you would want. And then there is Old San Juan, a 500-plus-year-old city within a city, classified as a World Historical Site by UNESCO, and which is steeped in history, romance, and the European heritage, offering a one-of-a-kind living experience you can't replicate anywhere else. Which is steeped in history, romance, and European heritage, offering a one-of-a-kind living experience you can't replicate anywhere else. Let us talk now about some specific opportunities that only Puerto Rico and Trillion Realty Group can offer.